Welcome to my channel. Enjoy this video and subscribe my channel. With 2023's Scream 6 continuing the beloved slasher franchise, fans are already eager for all the Scream 7 news. The original Scream was released in 1996 and revitalized the slasher genre while introducing a meta-element that revolutionized horror. Following director Wes Craven's death, the franchise took a new direction with a new cast of young characters who were poised to carry the series forward, and the Scream 7 news so far indicates there are still plans for twists and turns in Ghostface's story. The Scream franchise has always stuck to a very reliable formula while also introducing new elements to keep audiences on their toes. However, trends set by the most recent iterations mean Scream 7 was poised to change everything that came before. Unfortunately, behind-the-scenes drama has forced the upcoming horror sequel to completely reorganize, and the creative direction of Scream 7 is currently in flux. With that in mind, the upcoming sequel seems to be taking a step back to the familiar casts of the earlier movies. After a lengthy delay caused by behind-the-scenes issues, the latest news confirms that filming has finally begun on Scream 7. With the horror movie scheduled to arrive in early 2026, the slasher sequel has taken the next big step and cameras are currently rolling. The news was broken by director Kevin Williamson, who went on Instagram to share his excitement about returning to the franchise that he helped create back in the 1990s. While joking that he'd probably get in trouble for posting it, Williamson shared a photo of the camera slate that is labeled Day 1. Calling the first day of shooting one of the best days of his life, Williamson went on to gush about how professional the cast and crew were upon returning to the franchise. He also took a moment to thank original Scream director Wes Craven, and he credited the horror maestro for helping to kick off his long-running career in Hollywood. As it stands now, it's unclear how long the film will shoot, but it should have no problem hitting its February 2026 release date. Scream 7 release date: the movie is currently slated to begin filming in January 2024, but there are still many unknown details about the project. The departure of original stars Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera caused a cascade effect, which eventually led to a complete creative overhaul. Though the movie is shooting in early 2025, it has now been confirmed that Scream 7 will arrive on Friday, February 27, 2026. With such a long time between production start and the release date, there's little doubt the slasher sequel will arrive on time. Scream 7 cast details: though a wholesale return from Scream 6 seemed imminent, the departure of Jenna Ortega, Tara Carpenter, was a major blow for the sequel. Another blow came shortly afterward when Melissa Barrera, Sam Carpenter, was fired from Scream 7 for her controversial views about the conflict in Israel. This leaves the fate of the core four in jeopardy, and it is uncertain if Jasmine Savoy Brown will return as Mindy. However, Mason Gooding will be back as Chad. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire star Celeste O'Connor has joined in an undisclosed role, perhaps replacing the other young stars. With such high-profile departures, Spyglass has made it their top priority to get franchise star Neve Campbell back in her familiar role as Sidney Prescott, and the studio succeeded at wooing the 90s icon back after a pay dispute. Additionally, Patrick Dempsey has been approached to return as Det Mark Kincaid, while Courtney Cox's Gale Weathers is confirmed. 1883 star Isabel May will play Sidney Prescott's daughter, while McKenna Grace, The Handmaid's Tale, Sam Reachner, The Fabelmans, Asa, German Genevieve, and Anna Camp of Pitch Perfect are also cast. Scream 7 story details: while no Scream 7 story details are known at this point, there are a lot of interesting directions the next chapter could go. The departure of Barrera has put an end to Sam's storyline, and the new movie is confirmed to be focusing on Neve Campbell's Sidney Prescott. There are also some fun possibilities with returning characters being the perfect Ghostface in Scream 7. Scream 6 even included a nod to the popular fan theory that Stu Macher Matthew Lillard from the original Scream did not actually die and could return. It will also be interesting to see how Scream 7 sets itself apart as a piece of meta-commentary, as each Scream installment has had fun with setting the rules for the type of movie the characters find themselves in. The original Scream was about horror movies, Scream 2 was sequels, Scream 3 was trilogies, Scream 4 was reboots, 2022's Scream was legacy sequels, and Scream 6 established itself as commentary on continuing franchises. That will be a hard one to expand on in Scream 7, especially as Scream 6 didn't do a great job of defining the rules of a franchise.